My favorite tradition at PG is our annual trip to Camp Muir on Mount Rainier. Every year I get to take deserving climbers on this day packed with lessons and give them a peak moment experience. So since I can't do that this year, I'm going to take the whole community. Enjoy the climb, PG. The coveted tradition, the hike starts. I have 2 Sherpas with me this year. PG, I can't bring you to the beautiful mountain. I'm gonna bring the beautiful mountain to you. Long live the pioneers, huh? The first marker shows the distance. So it's about here where you're on this trail. Slivko was saying, what was I thinking? Saying yes. I think Josh Shrek wanted to go hijack the first motorcycle he saw in the parking lot and head back. Man, it's hard to imagine how beautiful this mountain is till you get there. You gotta have good company, people that you can enjoy being on the mountain with, and then you can enjoy the wonderful scenery. Look at that. Man, it's even more beautiful when you get here. The boys just spotted a beautiful deer and a fawn out in the distance. See some amazing wildlife out here. And up here on this trail here, this is about where most climbers are like, where's the escalator? Is it gonna get harder than this? Oh my. Once you come off the edge of that trail where everyone's huffing and puffing, you get your first sight of the mountain and it energizes you. See, my 2 little Sherpas are running ahead. You get your first downhill clip up towards where we filmed the Culture Code, right up there.
There's a fly climbing into your mouth. That was really gross.
Lori's or mine?
Yours. It went from here all the way down to here. So he's gonna eat it.
I need some protein.
Beautiful scenery. Start seeing some wonderful creeks, ice cold glacier water. It's nothing like it. Beautiful horizon. There you go. See off in the distance. Up that way you see the snowfield we're gonna cross. Way up there. That's where climbers always ask me the legendary question. Hey Bobby, how much longer? How much longer? You can ask Rainier what my answer is. Ask Stephanie Miller. They heard it a lot. See, as you head up on the mountain, enjoy the view. One of the rewarding things, as the lessons start coming, you get to look back and see what you've already done. Take it in. It's beautiful. The lessons are starting to come with every step. They're full of lessons on this hike. Griff just spotted the first waterfall coming off the glacier melt way out there. It's beautiful. Santino's tried this hike 2 times. Got turned back from weather.
Yep.
What do you do when you... Now you're back, right?
Yep.
The first time we tried this hike in 2008, we didn't make it. We were so close to the top and I had to turn the team back. That's what happens on our climb sometimes. We fall down, but we get up, we learn, and we keep on going. See the first subtle sign of progress here. The trail changes from that pavement that Joel, John Butler, and Ed loved to talk about. That I think put about 20 years on each of their knees. Remember that, guys? Or are you trying to forget? There we go, we're headed to the snowfield. And see, as we head up the trail, back behind us, we get the first sight of Mount Adams. And boy, the sight that we'll see of this later and the other mountains, breathtaking. Yeah.
Too many hot dogs or burgers. You might throw up on one of the slides.
Yeah. Griff has sage advice for when you get the invite. Start getting ready. Don't eat too many cheeseburgers. I give a 3-month warning for a reason. Scenery's always changing. Sound familiar? It's another lesson. But the summit, that stays the same. Look at that. There's another waterfall up off in the distance over there. The horizon over there, look, it's Mount St. Helens. There you go, another marker. Skyline Trail, this one here, takes us to Pebble Creek, right over here. So, about here, I think Dave Repovich said, "Hey, Bobby, don't talk to me anymore, all right? I heard about your shenanigans. You asked people questions the whole time. All right, don't talk to me." And then he just walked off. Typical backdraft, huh? We spotted our first marmot. Here's some wild birds that exist up here in the mountains.
They're rare ones, right?
Yeah, they are rare. Look at that.
Do this one right over here.
So there's one over here up close. You can see it pecking there at the wildflowers. And right over there, those trees is where we filmed that scene in the Culture Code. We were sitting around and talking. You know, the end where Dorian was facing that mountain, looking all heroic and legendary. He posed for that, by the way. See, you're starting to see those clouds getting above them on our way to Pebble Creek. There's Mountain Adams again, Mount St. Helens. There's the boys. There we go, the boys shed some layers. Because about this time is when that adrenaline starts wearing off. All right, so we paused filming here for a romantic moment between Frank and Dorian. Enjoy. Scenery changes again. Now we're going up this kind of side rocky cliff. You can see where we came from all the way down there.
And this freaks my mom out.
And you see the mountain right behind us, heading around towards Pebble Creek. Come out past that cliff and the view just keeps getting better. You're getting higher. You can see the progress you made. See the scenery around. See another marker here in a minute. All right, we're heading to Pebble Creek. You see that right there? 2.7 Camp Muir up this way. Here's my company. Got to keep good company on this hike. Here's that waterfall again. And
Rainbow.
you could see it. It has a rainbow all around the rock. Absolutely breathtaking. There we go. There's a snowfield up that way. All right, we are officially above the clouds. Here come my rope mates. Beautiful. There's a panoramic view. Beautiful morning. There's Mount Adam again. We're
Mount Adams.
Mount Adams, correct. I said Adam because Adam came on this hike and he knows more about this mountain than anyone. Hey boys, how's it feel being up here?
Awesome. Good.
It's amazing. Look at there, there she is. There's a waterfall again. Look at those guys. Exciting sign right here. Well, some people want to go back that way to paradise. Pebble Creek, we're going that way. Follow Griff, PG. He's going to Pebble Creek. And then up off in the distance, you can actually already see some hikers heading up the snowfield. And up here, behind that big cleaver, that's Disappointment Cleaver. Big obstacle for somebody in this mountain. And you can hear the ice falls. It sounds like thunder. I think Renee about screamed when she heard it the first time. She's like, "What was that? Thunder?" Ask her about that candy bar at Camp Muir too. Higher.
Yeah, there you go.
Heard more ice cracking like thunder from the ice fields back there. And off in the distance, you can see the snowfield. There's actually some hikers already on the trail. So we were about here, and I was wondering, man, is Bates ever gonna stop talking? All he kept wondering, "Hey, am I doing better in Pinho? Am I doing better in Pinho, Bobby?" I'm like, dude, just make it. Love you, Bates. Santino, how do you climb a mountain?
One step at a time.
That's right, PG, one step at a time. Look, there was a light dusting of snow on the mountain last night. You can see it on the rocks as we approach Pebble Creek. This is the best water I've ever tasted. Glacier melt, ice cold, beautiful. Hola, PG. Hey, so the snowfield's right up that way. That's where we're headed. Pebble Creek's right behind me. See, you can see it right down there. It's gorgeous. We're stopping to get a cookie because, man, You burn calories up to this point. Wonderful. Ask those climbers that have been on this hike how wonderful that food is on that first break. And see, check it out. Look, this is why we climb right here. See that? Always climb. Challenge, learn, inspire, master, believe. That's what it's all about right there. All right? Snowfield's next. We're gonna have a blast. So we've officially entered the snowfield. Hey Mel, I got a question for you. Have you forgiven me for not bringing those things Santinos are carrying? Hiking poles? There's a story behind that, PG. Ask Mel or Mario how much fun this snowfield is without hiking poles. But Mel, I hope you forgive me, because you know you were about to do it on, you know, with those pink tennis shoes. You did wear my boots. So we're about a quarter mile into the snowfield. We're heading up to this, you see that rock right there? We're going right over it. But once you get up there, as you start getting up there, as you round every corner, ask those climbers. Feels like it's a mirage. And see, Devil Creek is right back there. All right, there's the angle where we're headed up there. It's about a 3-hour hike on this snowfield. Hey Frank, you remember this snowfield? Bring back fond memories? I think Dorian put his headphones on about this point, just listening to Jay-Z, and said, Bobby, stay away from me. And as we make our way up the snowfield, you follow the footsteps of others. There's another lesson. You go where people that you want to follow have been. See, and once we're on this snowfield, climbers have accordioned out a little bit. Stopped to pose for pictures with beautiful Mount Adams in the background. Doing some all hail the underdog poses. Seeing how far we've come. Celebrate where we've been. Let's go together to the summit. Here's one of those mirages I was talking about earlier. You see this little hill going over right there, and you think it's right over the corner, and then oh no, you see another hill. That's why you got to keep celebrating how far you've come. Look at all that progress we made. So we're about a little over 8,000 feet right now. Air's starting to get thin, but we're putting one foot in front of the other on our way to Camp Muir. Hey PG, Santino's got a question/riddle for you.
Who, when you guys climbed this mountain, was doing this?
PG, so I'm at about 8,500 feet. So it was about this point here where Andrea and Liz wanted to strangle me on different trips. And Pasquire, I think she wanted to throw me off the side of the mountain over there. But this is where I've been telling climbers all morning, breathe. Steve Powell will show you. You remember how I told you to breathe, Steve? You wanted to throw a pole at me? Whew. Sound familiar, climbers? Ask climbers about that story. You gotta breathe because this air gets thin. So PG, I'm about 9,000 feet. And so this is the place of the legendary pace story. So I tend to accordion back and forth, checking on climbers. And I came back to see Jim Mann. I'll let Jim Mann pick up the rest of the story from there. You gotta hear this story. All right, our final break at 9,000 feet before we make our way up to Camp Muir that way. Right over that next mirage over there. There we go, the clouds have opened up a little bit. Now before we make our last summit run to Muir, look at this view. It's beautiful. Oh no, it was another mirage. Believe me this time, it's just right up around the corner. This is about the first time on Jillian's climb when our powerful introvert spoke. And she's like, would you stop saying that? And actually by this time, on Bates' hike, he still hadn't stopped talking, in case you were interested. All right, right beyond where Griff is standing, right over that. It really is the last hill. Climbers by this time don't believe me. And they're like, I'm gonna kill you. I think Venera wanted to strangle me by now because I kept telling her. What was my answer, Venera? 30 more minutes? You miss that, don't you? There you go. You can see the big crevasses in the ice field now that we're up close. All that up there. That's a huge glacier. There's PG off in the distance. We can finally see it. Right over the last hill, like I said it was. This is about the time that climbers just scream and finally see the hope to get up to Camp Muir. Get that legendary Kentucky Fried Chicken. That last final run, you can look down way off in the distance and see the parking lot. See how far you've come. There's still work to do. Still got to get up that last little run to the summit, to Camp Muir. Almost there. All right. All right, so right over there, in between where Griff and that climber that's coming down, about right there, we're not far from Camp Muir. Site to probably my favorite comeback story. Kim, man, she didn't have any more in her. And she was calling it quits right there in that spot, and the rest of us went up there. Asked Kim for the details. But boy, when we were up there, after a little bit, we saw her get up, and the cheers started coming for her. Man, doing something hard like that, just like Kim did, it's what it's all about.
Good job.
PG, that way, almost there, almost there. So this is about where the high fives and the celebrations are starting. Yay, I'm gonna make it. Almost there, a few steps ahead, and we're at Camp Muir. Look how far, look at that, Mount Adams, what a view. We go about the last 100 yards, and you get to celebrate. This is what Camp Muir looks like. The destination point. PG. These are the final steps up to Camp Muir. This is when Terrace was like, listen, man, listen, I've never been so happy. You made it. You step on this soft sand, getting up here to where we hoist the flag. PG, this is a view you get to enjoy once you get up to Muir. See, after you get up these steps, it's right here on this spot with this view in the background is where many climbers have hoisted the PG flag. At our core, we believe that everyone deserves an opportunity to succeed. That's one of the reasons I do this climb. Putting you at the top of your summit is so important to me. And although this day is packed with lessons that we reinforce every day in our community, together is better, slow, find a way, never give up. The most important part of this is helping one another. That's what it's about. I'm proud of you, PG. After that legendary meal of Kentucky Fried Chicken, you get to start sliding down this baby. This is where Karen set a world record. I don't know, Lori was pretty close behind her. And how many times she busted her butt on the way down. So let the fun begin.
Oh. Sticking in the ground, baby. Behind you, slow down.
There he comes. Oh, that's a lot of momentum coming down
Slow
that That's right. That's right. Ah! Coming in high.
Here comes the mojo. Lift those legs up.
Best spot, boys. Whoa, that was a big hop. You rode a horse down there.
Don't take me out. Yeah!
Can't get out of the
Brakes! That's what terrorists look like going down the mountain. Lori was right next to him. I think they had synchronized wipeouts all the way down. Courtney, I think, got down with frostbite on her backside because I think she sled all the way down. Yeah! Oh no, I'm gonna hit my son. That happens all day for climbers. They keep colliding into each other. There's about 100 yards of a frozen backside, but you're flying. So we're about 2/3 of the way down the snowfield in no time. The reward for making that long hike. So on this trek down, I thought I was gonna have to carry Joel Wisniewski down because I've never seen a human fall more than him and Karen on the way down. My good gosh, maybe it's these tall people. Unbelievable. Here we are back at Pebble Creek after the snowfield. Seems like forever ago when we crossed this thing. One last snack, a pair of dry socks, and then we bring it home. Right, so after you leave Pebble Creek, then you start making your way down these hard steps, and it starts settling in that, oh no, my knees are killing me. How am I gonna make it back to the parking lot? See, as we make our way back down after this day, you can look back way up there in the snowfield, celebrate what you did. Look up there on the side of the mountain, you see two mountain goats. Never seen one on a PG climb, but 2 times that I've been up here with the kids, I've seen them. They're beautiful. And now you can see it on the way down. That's where we filmed the last scene of the Culture Code right over there. You see a better angle of it. You see the horizon in the background? It's a beautiful spot. Ow, 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 all these steps, ow. You didn't tell me it was gonna hurt this much on the way down, Bobby. Oh my gosh. How much longer to the parking lot? Almost there. 30 more minutes. The trail we took today was Skyline. I've taken a few climbers on that one. But sometimes we'll go down, and I've taken many climbers down that way, which is Golden Gate. And once you get up there, there's some beautiful waterfalls. There's some really hard switchbacks, and you approach Pebble Creek in the other direction. Both very challenging, both wonderful experiences. So we meet the paved trail again. The last final stretch to the parking lot. I've seen John Butler and Frank do a pretty interesting little skip down this trail. Dorian's shuffle was quite interesting too. Hey, so climbers are always asking me who's made it to the top the fastest, and there's a lot of smack talk about that. Today, we made it up in a little under 4 hours, and we made it back down in a little over 2, so that was actually a pretty good pace. I don't know if any teams have taken that kind of pace, but they've all been fun. Actually, I'll tell you guys all now who made it the fastest. The team that made it the fastest all the way up to the mountain was, I'm not gonna tell you. It's probably climbers' favorite sign of the day. Parking lot, point 1, and then you go down this trail right here. Most climbers are walking backwards about this point. Oh, my knees are killing me. I need a hot shower. Bobby, never, ever, ever call me again to go up on this mountain. Here we go.
One small step for the man.
Hey, big man's coming out the mountain. There he comes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that soldier. Oh.
Soldier's done.
Huh? Is this soldier done?
Yeah.
There we go, PG. Long day after coming back down off the mountain. I've seen many wonderful climbers come back into this parking lot for probably the best part of the day, taking your boots and socks off and getting ready to go enjoy a wonderful choice beverage. We're gonna end this tribute to our tradition with probably my favorite stroll back into the parking lot. PG, enjoy. Keep climbing with style.